Thanks so much for not hiding the screen. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, you guys can try and pop in here all you want. Like, I'm not playing. It's like, whatever. So if you want to... Wait, why do I have... I'm confused. Did I get instantly pushed out? Like, I joined the match, and I zoomed out, and I don't remember... Oh, it was just taking forever. Oh, we were still in, like, the selection screen. Gotcha. I was like, what the heck? How am I here but not here? We were still... It was, like, spawn selection. That's right. You think spectating is really fun because it's cool to see the map evolve? Yeah, I think, see, that's the thing. For those of you who are like, I need to see the gameplay, I think you're honestly in the minority, unfortunately. I would kind of prefer if, like, the bulk of my audience was, like, PvP lovers that, wanted to, yeah, PvP, because I can easily translate a PvP audience from one game over to another. Oh, you like watching me play that PvP game, player versus player, Territorial IO? Oh, watch me play this player versus player game. You might like that too. Which is what I was trying to do with the channel. But unfortunately, the majority of my viewers, based on, like, feedback from YouTube data analytics and whatever, most of my viewers aren't watching PvP games. Most of my viewers are watching map games and map videos. And actually, not even map games, map videos. Most of my audience, like the most commonly watched videos by my audience, are videos that aren't even about games. They're about maps and countries taking over and this country invading that country and this meme about countries. It's people that love maps and countries and geography. That's the people who watch my channel for the most part, not PvP fanatics. Who is hey, you, get me out of here. Take me out. Not supposed to be in it. But yeah, so, like, there we go. Thank you. So, like, the bulk of my viewership, as a content creator, appeals to the majority. The bulk of my viewership is people who are just kind of like, yeah, I just like watching maps. So the PvP fans who are like, I need to see that PvP. I need to see you playing the game. You're in the vast minority of the player of the channel. You'll probably be the most vocal in chat because people who are discontent are like, if, like, the people who are loving the content are usually the quietest. The 5% who hate what's going on the stream are the ones who are smashing their keyboards as fast as they can. That's how it goes. Anyways, HOI4 is slower paced, but much less difficult than previous entries, but it's still going to be far more complex than an IO game. Your editing is quite good. For instance, speedrun videos are well edited. Hey, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the editing. But the thing is, I spent, like, each speedrun video takes, like, an entire day to make as far as, like, recording, getting good and editing. And, like, the best one got, like, what, like a couple hundred views? Like, it's just... And now, at this point, it's a complete waste of time going back into that because it's, we've like, this channel right here, if I wanted to, like, switch gears on the channel, I would probably have to start a brand new channel because the way the algorithm works is, it will if you put out a new video, it shows it to your current subscribers. If your current subscribers click it and watch it, then they'll show it to new people and grow your channel. If your current subscribers don't watch it, then it gets buried and doesn't get more views. My current viewers like map stuff. They like map games. So anything that I do that isn't like map stuff or a map game just kind of gets buried. That's why any other game I do in the channel in the last 2 months caps out at usually about 500 views and then just dies for views because the YouTube algorithm's like, oh, you didn't show them a map game. You didn't show them something about geography and maps. Boop, bury it. So if I wanted to, like, switch to, like, PvP games or I kind of need to start a new channel, really. All right. Didn't realize it, but I am a map nerd. It's kind of what it is, That's fine. If you guys like it, it's great. My problem is I'm not a map nerd, so I'm not, like... I have somehow, through the magic of Territorial IO, built an audience who loves map things. Well, I'm not even that big of a... Like, I've built an audience of map nerds, I guess is what you want to call it, not to be derogatory, when I myself am not really a map nerd. I'm a PvP nerd who somehow accidentally built up a map nerd audience, which is fine, I guess, but the problem is I don't know what to do with it because I don't How am I supposed to make videos about map nerd stuff when I myself don't know anything about maps? I don't even know what half the countries are. So it's like, I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, like what's my next lateral step? Playing Risk? I mean, like I just don't know I don't know what to do from here. I don't know where to go from here. You do like maps like the stream of consciousness narrative style that helps you understand what it's like to actually play the game. Also, about the effort you take to keep the language clean. I do try. Go green. Yeah, we believe in you, green. You got it. You're watching that stream, didn't realize the stream is happening. Rip. Yeah, we're chilling. You can do GeoGuessr. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should try that. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I never understood why GeoGuessr is popular on YouTube. Anytime I click a GeoGuessr video, I am immediately bored. Anytime I see a GeoGuessr video, I'm like, hard pass. I don't understand why I don't get why anybody would watch GeoGuessr, because I have never been like, ooh, a GeoGuessr video, that's gonna be fun for me to watch. Like, I don't get it. I've built, the problem is I have nothing. Now, if you enjoy that, like, great, have fun. You know, you like what you like. But I guess I'm more of an adrenaline junkie than my viewers are, I guess. Like, for me, it's like he says as he's spectating Territorial IO. Like, for me, like, when I'm watching YouTube videos, I usually want some action, you know? You know, if I'm watching a PvP game, I want to see some, like, Warzone, shoot 'em up, yeah, something, you know, a little bit of action, you know? I don't know. So the whole notion, like, oh, let's sit and watch somebody else play GeoGuessr and guess what country he's in, like, I just don't understand the appeal of it at all. But I guess I don't really fully understand the appeal of why you guys watch Territorial IO so much either. And yet here we are. So, I mean, I could just fire up GeoGuessr and play it and make streams out of it, make videos out of it, and just, like, see what happens, I guess. I could, like, what's it going to hurt to try? You know, waste a slot for a stream or something, maybe? There are Risk games on YouTube that get watched. Exactly. Like, maybe I should start dabbling in Risk or something, yeah. Need to find ones that don't require too much editing, though, and don't take forever, because what does well on the channel is, what does well on YouTube is either things with editing, which is a massive time sink, like, spend all day to make one video that might not even get views kind of thing, or just things like this where, like, yeah, you just talk with the chat and upload it and whatever, and it's short enough that, yeah, it's unedited, but it's only 10 minutes, whatever, kind of thing. GeoGuessr isn't fun to you, so I'm not the only one, right? GeoGuessr for you is fun to play, but so dull to watch. See, I've never actually played GeoGuessr, so I, like, maybe it is fun to play. Like, I feel like it would be really boring to watch, yet people watch it. Personally, I have commentator in GeoGuessr skills are very impressive. You're a map nerd. So basically, I would need to be good at GeoGuessr, which I wouldn't be. I imagine if you played enough, you could get good at it, right? Mm-hmm. Drew Durnell just looks at maps and memes from maps after play this game. Exactly, like that. The main channel my viewers also watch is Drew Durnell, and Drew, and like that's what he does. Like, that's what he does. Like, he looks at maps and stuff and memes from maps, and, like, it's just there is some section of YouTube that just loves maps. To look at maps, talk about maps, memes about maps, talk about Risk and country and GeoGuessr, and there's people out there that just eat it up, and I just don't get it. And the problem is, I have built my audience just by sheer coincidence. The one game that popped up on my channel is a game about maps, and I have tapped into the map-loving fan base is now my fan base, and I just don't know what to do with it other than to keep playing Territorial IO. I guess I could, like, make videos about looking at memes. Maybe I should go to, like, the Territorial Reddit and look at memes about Territorial IO and react to those. What do I do? Like, what do I do? I don't know. Yeah, it's like, am I destined to become a geography channel? My whole plan was to be a gaming channel, but I feel like the bulk of my viewer base right now, they're geography nerds as much as they are gaming nerds, really. Kind of thing like that. Some people like to see how someone plays Sudoku. The only thing is they're usually better at the things than the person watching. True. The thing is that naturally just happens over time. Like, I can pick any game that I'm bad at, and just keep making content on it for like months. And by the end of those months, I'm gonna be better than most people at it just by sheer fact that I'll have played it more than most people. Like, unless it's something that's like really reflex heavy. Um, you know, I could pick up Fortnite and I'd be terrible at it, but if I played it for a year straight, I'll be better at it than most people just by the sheer fact that most people aren't going to play it for 40 hours a week for a year straight. So if you've got 2,000 hours in it, they've only got 300, you're going to be better than them, even though I'm not good at first-person shooters. Poor blues getting ganged up on by red and light blue cyan. That's rough for them, right? Yeah, like the grand strategy games would be pretty good. The problem is like this, like everybody who plays the grand strategy games, and map games like that. The biggest problem with those is, like like every time I find somebody who does those videos, their videos like they spend like days on making a video, and like it's not just maps, it's full of random memes, and a lot of times they hire professional editors and like they play the game forever, and like I guess I could do that too. And it's like I mean, yeah, I guess I could, but like I don't know. I feel like the reason Territorial does so well, like most of the people that watch, like most people that watch Drew Durnil are watching geography stuff, not just like somebody playing Age of Empires. Like I feel like, oh, let's go watch somebody plays Age of Empires. It's about conquest and territories. Not gonna get that many views, really, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should try. Geography is a useless subject, they said. I know, right? I'm over here getting views off of it, even though I know nothing about it. You're as nerd as we are. Oh, 100%. I'm not trying to like, I don't use nerd as an insult. I want to be very clear to everybody. I don't use the word nerd as an insult. I feel like the word nerd hasn't actually been an insult in like a really, really long time. Like maybe like years and years and years ago, nerd was an insult, but not anymore, really. Geotastic. It's the same. It's also on a website. Okay, that's kind of neat. Paradox Grand Strategy games are too time intensive. Exactly, yeah. Crusader Kings and Stellaris have role playing elements to give a lot to. Am I mistaking Stellaris for another game? I thought Stellaris was like a I thought Stellaris was like a not a map game, but like an exploration outer space game. Maybe I'm mistaking Stellaris for something else. Real time strategy. I love me some real time strategy games. I could actually vibe on some real time strategy games. StarCraft or something. A lot of people suggest me to play HY4. That game is very complicated. If you don't play it, learn it's going to be a long time. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's saying HY4, probably because they're used to, like, another channel that a lot of my viewers watch is Tommy K, and he, like, HY4 is his thing, or Hoi4 is, I guess, how it's said. Hoi4 is, like, his thing, and he's really good at it, and he's got a professional editor. He uploads, like, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, so he spends usually, like, a day or 2 or 3 days working on a video, and it's like edited to perfection with memes, and he's great at the game and blah 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 blah. If I played Hoi 4, I like saying HOI4 better. If I played HOI4, you'd be bored to tears if that's what you used to watch, and it'd just be me like, okay, what's this menu do here? Okay, I guess we got to research stuff. All right, we'll research some stuff here. Okay, I guess we gotta maybe we attack this guy. Yeah, these guys attack this guy. Like it'd be so slow paced and boring, right? Technoblade uses nerd as an insult. Yeah, I guess different parts of the internet. I guess. Wait until you choose maps so we can all join and amaze you. Nah. What would you rate the best starting location in Caucasia? Top left. top left usually is the winning spot, or down here, every once in a while up here. Basically, at any map, the best spot is usually where there's like the most connected land with the least amount of water to have to like boat across, maneuver around. And that is also like close to a corner where you're kind of like protected. So right here, big chunk, almost a big chunk of square, almost like a square, big chunk of land here. That's actually really good for him because now he just gets that land. If he can survive a little bit, that's huge. If he's patient, that could almost make him win here. Because unless this guy boats across, he's only fighting blue. So all he has to save up his troops and slowly try to push back 5-4-8s while Terran gets a little bit. That might have just like, if he can sit back and be patient with his troops, he can maybe, oh, is he? Yeah, you need to be patient with your troops though. Gotta be patient. I think Terran's actually blocked back, although Terran will be dumping money forward into this guy, but maybe. He might come back and get the win off of that. Paradox games are hard to enjoy the first 100 hours, so yeah, I think it'd be rough to get into those. A lot of people pronounce it Hoi for it. Yeah, I don't like the way it sounds. I'd rather say HOI. His teammate leaving him and giving him all that land is actually kind of huge for him. Boat strats, I see. Veterans. All right. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like running out of things to talk about, so maybe we can actually start like playing games or like spectating properly. We're still sitting at over 200 viewers, which is pretty good for this far into the stream. Usually I'm sitting between 150 and the low 200s at this point in the stream, so apparently just spectating and talking about random things is doing just fine, really. Just gonna chill and vibe. I mentioned StarCraft 2. Nobody else in chat did, because you guys are talking about RTS games, and StarCraft 2 is kind of like the most popular one that comes to mind, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and it's got. Oh, what's this?
There's a small game called Diplomacy is Not an Option. When I saw it, I thought straight away that I would love watching you play it.
Hey, Walker, thank you so much for the 10. Thank you so much for the. Hold on, I got some being dumb in chat. Hold on a second. Thanks so much for the $10 donation. Hearts in chat for Walker. Hearts in chat for Walker. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Diplomacy not an option. I can look into that. I'll write it down and look it up later. Diplomacy. I'm starting to wonder if maybe I just need to get away from gaming in general and just focus on like maps and geography memes, because that's clearly what you guys like. I think Dishwasher might have a good chance here as long as Aben Empire doesn't like. The problem is once he pushes through here, this guy's going to hit him. Aben Empire's troops are going down, so he's fighting somebody actually. I think Aben Empire's getting bored and attacking 5-4-8. But yeah, he's also fighting like. Oh, Terran just donated all his troops forward. Wait, no? Got him back? What the heck? What is Terran? How did he lose all his troops and get him back instantly? Did he like attack or something, or what? Problem is, it's taking so long because Dishwasher's he's doing his best to not touch borders with red, which is smart of him. And he's trying to he's fighting this guy is not that much smaller, and this guy's also dumping money probably forward to him little by little. I think he's getting lucky, though, that red's getting impatient, and I think red is attacking blue, which is, yeah. Red's attacking blue, which is speeding things up. Red just got bored, is like, screw it, I'll attack blue, because this guy's doing a good job borders. He could boat his way across. It would not be hard to boat from here to here. Do you do any editing in your videos? Basically, for the Territorial IO videos, I literally just start a match, like clip off everything before that, end of the match, clip off everything after that, and just upload it. Like, the weird thing is I put, like, some of my videos I put so much work into back in the day, but what blows up my channel is just like the laziest videos where like, hey, I played the game and uploaded the match. No editing, no gimmicks, no zoom-ins, no special effects. Literally just I record the file, then after the stream's over, I just edit out, like, okay, all right, 12-minute mark, this match started, delete everything, chop out everything before that, 20-minute mark, it ends, chop out everything after that, and think of a title, upload it, maybe use one of the thumbnails that YouTube grabs from the video, or maybe do a custom thumbnail. All right, he finally gave up. And this guy got lucky that red wasn't like attacking him. I think if red had boated across and started going to war with him, that could have maybe made the difference. Hard to say. Or maybe not, might have been fine. But yeah, the reason this guy won is because his teammate left and gave him the land. If this teammate had left and blue had gotten his land, or if he had left and blue gotten his land, then that player 548 would have probably won. Basically, he won because he got lucky and his teammate left, whereas this guy, he refused to leave, which screwed this guy over, basically. History and political compass memes. Yeah, like compass memes, yeah. Although I feel like just copying Drew Durnill's content might not be like the best strategy. I don't even know. Rise of Nation to try. I don't want to be a Roblox gamer. I'm a grown man. All right. Well, this match is over. Boop. There's a little victory. All right. I mean, who knows? I might turn that into a video. Who knows? Smash the like button if I turn this into a video. If you like Territorial IO and you want to see more of this channel, let's go.